Hello YouTube, this is DVD Review Studios here, and today I'm going to be doing a review on Rick and Morty Season 2 on Blu-ray. This is a single disc set featuring 10 more episodes of Rick and Morty, along with some really cool special features such as animatics for every episode, surprisingly, deleted animatic sketches and feature episode commentaries, plus I love the cool inclusion of a plumber's owner's manual, which is a nice little nod to the episode Interdimensional Cable Part 2, and all episodes are uncensored apart from the brief nudity in the episode Big Trouble in Little Sanchez, which is to be expected, I suppose. So the front cover is phenomenal. Absolutely love the artwork with the various one-off characters featured here, such as the president from the Get Swifty episode, the alien from the Car Battery Microverse episode, I love that one, Bird Person, Mr. Poopy Butthole, and some of the parasites featured in the Total Recall episode as well. There's the side, Season 2. I actually quite like how these Australian releases line up together. I'm hoping Season 3 will continue the consistency when that is available on Blu-ray. On the back we have the various Jerrys from some of the episodes featured on this box set. We have the ones from the daycare and the ones from the marriage counselling. And overall this box set is phenomenal. I love this edition. These Australian versions, in my opinion, are much better than the American releases. And inside we have the single disc, which strangely still says disc 1, which is something that they clearly did not alter because the DVD versions are 2 discs. And disc 2 on the DVD version, I believe, is the Gwendolyn sex robot from Season 1. And there's the plumber's manual, which we'll take a look at towards the end of the review. So in the back we have a really cool, possibly a spoiler if you're not up to date with the show, but cool artwork from the finale episode, and that is when Rick ends up going to prison, which I guess is well deserved, but obviously we all want to know what happens to him, how he escapes, etc. And basically there's loads of random little theories based around that finale episode and this particular version of Rick, which could also be a spoiler. But I love the background artwork, and perhaps you could flip this over and use that as a front cover as well. So that's pretty much it for the exterior of the box set. Let's move on to the 10 episodes, which unfortunately there is not a list of them. That's my only gripe with these editions, but perhaps you could print one off if you really cared as much to do so. So let's go through the episodes. As for the episodes, first up we have A Wrinkle in Time, which follows onwards from the Season 1 finale Rixie Business, as Rick resumes the flow of time, having paused it for a long duration, which leads to multiple timelines converging at the same time based on uncertainty. A very confusing episode, but that's pretty much the point of the episode, just because the Rick and Morty writers have stated that they don't really like using time travel as an episode basis, so that's quite interesting. Episode 2 we have Morty Night Run, great episode focusing on the morality of death, as saving a prisoner from assassination leads to the destruction of innocent lives. Plus, I really loved the song featured in the episode called Goodbye Moon Men, very evocative, and I also quite like the hypnotic animation to that song. Next up, we have Autoerotic Assimilation, where we delve into Rick's love life, surprisingly, as he gets rejected by his ex-lover Unity, an alien that thrives on enslaving entire planets, which is a really interesting concept. Episode 4, Total Recall, the Smith household gets invaded by overly friendly space parasites. Episode 5, Get Swifty, where Planet Earth ends up on a music-related talent show against their will by giant talking head aliens, which is fantastic. Episode 6, The Ricks Must Be Crazy, insane episode following Rick and Morty into a tiny universe which is actually a car battery for Rick's car. Episode 7, Big Trouble in Little Sanchez, where Rick places his mind into a younger clone of himself known as Tiny Rick. Episode 8, Interdimensional Cable Part 2, Tempting Fate. Basically more random cartoon shorts, which I find really creative, to be honest, plus the Jerry storyline was painfully funny to watch. Episode 9, Look Who's Purging Now, basically just a short spoof of the Purge movie on an Amish planet. And finally, Episode 10, my absolute favourite episode on this box set, The Wedding Squanchers. A very moving episode as Rick is exposed as a criminal during Bird Person's wedding, and surprisingly he sacrifices himself for the sake of the family by going to prison. Stunning cliffhanger, the Nine Inch Nails track at the end was really fitting, phenomenal overall. Plus, I really loved the subtle Battlestar Galactica reference featuring Trisha Helfer and James Callis, which can really tell that the animated characters are based on the characters of Guy Baltar and the Number 6 Cylon from Battlestar Galactica itself. So that's it for the episodes. So to conclude this review, I just thought I'd quickly go over the plumber's manual. So this is illustrated by somebody called Erica Hayes, which I believe also did the front cover illustrations for the Season 2 Blu-ray, so that's pretty impressive, and I love this little manual. Very nicely done, love how it's printed on very flimsy paper and in black and white, just like a household appliance manual for a washing machine or a microwave would be. So the first half of this is printed in an alien language, but the latter half is actually in English, which is quite good. So if you are interested in maintaining your plumbers, perhaps this would be worth investing in. So there's little chapters like content, important safety instructions, parts, features, and then finally usage and restrictions and troubleshooting. So that's pretty much it for Rick and Morty Season 2. Overall, a fantastic Blu-ray release. Love every episode. Every episode looks fantastic in terms of the crisp animation in 1080p quality, and I love the inclusion of this little manual as well. So that's pretty much it for Season 2. Cannot wait to see how the Wedding Squanchers cliffhanger gets unraveled in Season 3, and I would highly recommend this show to anybody, slowly climbing towards my top 5 favourite TV shows of all time. So if you enjoyed this review, be sure to check out my Season 1 review, and if you really enjoyed this review, please leave a like and support the channel. Drop me a comment, let me know what your favourite episode is from Season 1 or Season 2, and subscribe down below for more upcoming reviews.